Today's episode is brought to you by Audible. Highly successful and efficient people all have one thing in common. They all read, or at least listen. Now listeners of the show can get a free audiobook when you sign up for a free 30-day trial of Audible. You can keep the book even if you decide to cancel. Go to audible.blueboxdigital.com to sign up today. And now, on with the show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Think Outside the Blue Box. I'm Anthony Rivera. I'm the lead videographer and editor here at BlueBox Digital, and welcome to the podcast. This is a podcast about creative journeys, just the people who are very creative, the hustlers, the entrepreneurs, the people that are out there following their dreams in hopes to inspire you to follow yours. And today I'm joined by a very special person, Smoke1Hunit.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
Good. Thank you for joining me, man.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure. I'm honored to be here, man.
Yeah, likewise. It's good to have you here. It's been a long time coming, dude.
A long time coming. I know we had a few mishaps, and we were supposed to been through this, but I'm glad we're here today, bro.
Yeah, we're here.
Finally.
We're going to give the people what they want, man.
Yes, sir.
So, what's going on, man?
Whew, a lot, man.
New
father.
Yeah, congrats.
You know?
Congrats.
Man,
I heard you got twins.
Yeah, I got twins.
How's
man. You know, loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it though, man. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know, I got 14 nephews, 4 nieces. So I've always seen, like, you know, the parents and hearing them say like how good it is to have kids and how, you know, how they make you feel or whatever. But man, I didn't know it felt this good. So yeah, I really love being a father, man. It's been a year now, and you know, I'm thankful that I've been able to be in their lives every day this entire year for the past year. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just been a beautiful thing, man.
Have they had their first birthday yet?
They did, and we were supposed to do a beach party.
Nice.
But it rained that weekend.
Oh, no.
So because they only won, we was like, you know what? All right, well, we ain't really going to worry about doing too much. We just going to kind of do something at the house. Gave them a cake and let them do that whole thing, eat their first cake and all that.
Okay.
Mess up their face and all that. So it was dope, you know.
You got that first birthday experience.
Yeah, it was dope.
That's awesome, man. Congrats. I have 2 kids of my own, but they're a little bit older, so they're in their teenage years, so they're not.
But you got two boys, right?
I got a boy and a girl.
Oh, a boy and a girl.
Yeah,
okay.
The oldest is a girl. She just started driving, dude. It's nerve-wracking.
Them girls, man. I thought I wanted, you know, like when we first realized we were pregnant and with twins, we waited until, you know, to do a gender reveal. And the whole time I was like, yeah, I want a boy and a girl, And now I got 2 boys, and I be seeing like my other friends with girls. I'm like, oh man, I think I dodged a bullet. Like, I don't know if I want a girl. I don't know if I'm ready for a girl, man. God, Jesus, boy.
It's a whole different world, man.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I wanted a girl. So when we got pregnant, that's what I wanted.
Really?
Like, yeah. Once I had the girl, I didn't care.
Okay. And then the boy came next.
And the boy came. Yeah. So I got 1 of each. I'm good. No more.
And so how is it really a difference in how you have to talk to them?
There's a huge difference, man. Yeah, there's a huge difference.
And which one is more like a daddy's? Like, is it the girl?
The girl. Yeah, she's more attached.
Well, how's it like that?
Yeah, I don't know. You'll see. Your boys are gonna be more attached to your wife.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
They're still gonna have their daddy time, but
yeah. That's fine. However it goes.
Yeah, as long as they're healthy, right?
Right. As long as they're healthy, you know what I mean. That's good. I'm cool with it.
That's good, man. So let's get into you, bro. Like, yes, what got you into music, actually?
Well,
what was it about music?
Music was from birth. My parents was DJs, so that's what they did. Around it. Yeah, I was just always around music, always around creatives. You know what I'm saying? So it was just in me. And then I grew up in the church, So I was in the choir.
Nice.
I was a part of a drill team in the church, and we used to travel the country performing. And, you know, I grew up in the church from birth until I was about 18 years old. You know what I mean? So music and being creative was just always, you know, always in me. You know what I'm saying? And then later on in life, it found its way back to me. I never thought that I would be pursuing music as a career, etc. But later on in life, things happened and it found its way back to me. And
it's like full circle,
man, full circle. And I was like, okay, this is it. This is it. And I just took off with it, bro.
So you did music and then you stopped?
Yeah, you know, growing up, you know, everybody had like a little group or something. So I had a couple.
They go through that phase.
Yeah, I had a couple cats I grew up with, man, and we, you know, we was all rapping, and we used to be in the closet rapping, and then, you know, in the rooms rapping or whatever, putting out music, and but you never just, it's just doing it for fun. And then when everybody graduate, people, you know, go their separate ways and do their thing, and I ended up, you know, following me and come, you know, like you say, coming back full circle, man.
Yeah. That's all. What was it that brought it back? What was the moment?
So I graduated and I went into the military, and then in the military, they ended up sending me to Iraq. So I got deployed, and once I got deployed, I ended up meeting some other guys out there, and, you know, we all just working and stuff, and then, you know, you get bored, have a little downtime or whatever while you just, nothing's popping off, and you just like waiting around, and just ended up freestyling and playing. And then this guy came and he was singing, and I was like, oh, you sing? And, you know, like, we didn't know each other, you know what I mean? We were in the same unit, but we didn't know each other at that point.
You guys bonded over the music.
Yeah, and we just ended up bonding over music, and then from there, like, that became our hobby out there. So we was no longer like, we didn't no longer have downtime. Anytime we had downtime, me and him would get together and we would write music and just start like making music. And then we found a guy who he was an engineer, and he was going to school to be an engineer prior to the war. So he kind of knew what. Yeah, man, he had all his equipment, you know, and everything. Like, and we was living in like trailers and shit. So he had all of his equipment out there, and like we had people sending us stuff, you know, microphones, headphones, you know what I mean, little care packages or whatever.
Nice.
So we just built our little studio out there or whatever, and we just started recording. And
where was this? Where was it at? Where were you stationed?
We was in Al-Asad, Iraq. Yeah, we was in Al-Asad, bro.
You built a studio in Iraq.
Yeah, we was in like, it's like they got like these you ever seen like these 40-foot containers or connexes or whatever they call them. And we just basically like put plywood like throughout the whole thing, gutted it out, had the welders come cut a hole in it to make a window and make a door and all of that, man, bro. Like mattresses and everything. Yeah, man.
You made it work.
Bro, we was using the Army supply shit because they had the mattresses for the soldiers. Our supply, so we had access to mattresses, we had access to the plywood, to all the supplies or whatever. So I just went and acquired some things. We got some things built, and man, we had a full studio at that thing, bro. And from there, we started doing talent shows for the soldiers.
That's so
you know what
cool.
I'm saying? And people in the unit started knowing us from music, and that was like during the MySpace days.
Oh wow!
So we were like record. Yeah, I'm dating myself, bro. That was during the MySpace. Wow.
Holy crap.
Wow. So we ended up putting the music on MySpace, and this lady, she was from like Israel or something like that, but she lived in Germany, which is where we were stationed at. We were stationed in Germany at the time, just deployed to Iraq. And she heard us on MySpace, and she was like, I'm trying to book y'all, you know what I mean, for some opening act. What's up? And we was like, we in Iraq right now.
Oh.
And she was like, Iraq? How? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, we in Iraq. But you know, because we never posted pictures of us in the Army. Like, it was like kind of like against the regulations or whatever. So we told her like, yeah, we got about 4 or 5 months left or whatever. So she just kept in contact with us.
Well, would you have gotten in trouble if?
Yeah, because you know you gotta practice, like they call it Operation Security. Basically, you know, we can't let the enemy know what we doing, where we at, blah blah blah. So we was only posting like, you know, old pictures, or we was posting like current music, but nothing that could really track us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Say where we was. So, and yeah, man. So she waited on us for like 4 or 5 months. We deployed back to Germany. And because we had been doing music in Iraq and at different bases, our commander, they was like, okay, I'm cool with y'all doing music. Like, we know y'all doing y'all thing. And they allowed us to work like maybe 2 or 3 days out the week. And then the other days we would go and we would perform for the opening acts that would be coming from like America or whatever. Yeah, man. And we was making money on the side or whatever. And once that started hitting, we started just planning like, yo, we got to get out. Like, it's time to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The music's calling.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's cool. So she waited around for you guys, and then after you got out, it was like you had a...
We linked up. She linked us
gig.
up with some producers. Like, we had wrote a song. It's called "It's on You." We wrote it in Iraq, but we was like, yo, we got to record this when we get back in a real studio, blah, blah, blah. So when we linked up with her, she was like, y'all got any new music? And we showed it to her. She was like, oh, yeah, that's dope. So she took us to like Berlin, linked us up with some producers, and they produced the record, like "It's on You." And then we put it out. We had like this dude, he was maybe 18 years old at the time. He shot the video, crazy video. It's one of my best videos still to this date. But
that's cool.
Like, we put it out and the views went up like 100,000 views, like back when YouTube was like just starting. So we was like, dang. And then from there we just like was performing for all the like a bunch of opening acts. We performed for like when Cupid Shuffle came out, the whole Trillville movement. Paul Wall, Lil Flip, like all those guys, when they was first coming on, they would send them to Europe to like, I guess, get the confidence and test it out. Yeah. And we would be already over there. So we would just get on for like a couple of hours. I think it was like 300 euros or something, but that was like $600 back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we doing 2-3 shows a week. So, you know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, it was perfect. And we had the full support from the military, from our unit, and everything, man. And like still to this day, like all those guys and stuff, they still watch us and hit us up or whatever. But yeah, it was epic, bro.
Wow.
That's
epic. A hell of a story, man.
It was epic, bro.
That's so
I'm
cool.
telling you. So I mean, from there we got to go to like just different places, and Italy, Spain, France.
Music will take you places, man.
Bro, we was traveling our ass off, and it was like, I got to rewind a little bit. I was in when I graduated. Well, before I graduated, I was playing basketball. Like, I thought I was going to college to play basketball.
To play ball.
Yeah, so I had an academic scholarship to Santa Fe in Gainesville. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to go play for them and try to get on with the Gators. Like, I'm going to go ball, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I got in trouble with the law in my 11th grade year, and I ended up losing my scholarship. So from there, my lawyer was like, look, the war just started. If we tell the judge, like, hey, you're signing up, you want to go fight for the country or whatever, your sentence will be, you know what I mean? Like, they'll be a little more lenient on you. Plus, it was my first offense. I was 17.
Yeah.
I was a good kid, like, just got caught up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, so that's how I ended up, saying, I was like, I'll sign up, yeah. So I signed up in the delayed entry program like a year early to go to the military, just to tell the judge, like, yo. And they was like, okay, yeah, you just got community hours. And he was like, if you finish basic training, we'll expunge all of these records.
So it's gone.
It's gone. So I went to basic training, and they sent me to Germany. So I'm like, Germany, oh my God, I was sick. Like, what am I gonna do with Germany? Like, the only thing I knew about Germany was like World War II or whatever.
Germans.
Yeah, the Germans, Holocaust. Like, I'm like, man, what
like,
the hell?
Where the hell are these people sending me?
Yeah, what am I doing in Germany? Like, and then like, and it was like in January I went, so cold. I had never seen snow. Never. I'm from Florida, so
God.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what in the hell,
culture
bro? Like, I bust my ass in the snow the first time. I was like, what in the hell? Like, on the on black ice, because I didn't know what black ice was.
Yeah.
So I'm walking slow down a hill, because Germany real hilly. Like, I'm walking slow down the hill, thinking, okay, I'm going slow, whatever.
But just gone.
And I was on the phone with my sister. My sister in the States. I'm on the phone with her. I slipped. I threw the phone. I went and picked up the phone like the phone was like, I don't know, 10 feet in front of me. I went and picked up the phone. She was still on the phone like what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, yo, I just bust my ass. I just bust my ass.
Wow.
That shit was, man, it was crazy. But boy, that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
That was like a reset, man. That was like a fresh start for you.
Fresh start.
Like
and it was the perfect fresh start. Like, I think, like, experiencing Europe at 19 years old. Oh my God, bro.
Oh wow.
You remember that movie Euro Trip?
Yes.
That's what,
it was
like,
just like that.
Bro, I mean, that's like Euro Trip came out like a couple, like the year I went there or the year after I was something like that. But it was that lifestyle.
That's
like
cool.
And it was, I mean, where I'm from, you know, in Florida, you go to the club, you're worrying about. Back then, we used to get in a lot of fights in the club or whatever. Sometimes we used to go to the club just to fight, like stupid stuff. Like, you know, you got to worry about guns and et cetera. But over there, it was like everybody was partying. Just party.
That's what it's about.
You know, you had to worry about some of the local nationals or the Middle Eastern guys, like, because they're women, they love, you know, American men. And they didn't, you know,
like
they weren't too fond of that. You know what I'm saying?
They weren't having that.
They weren't having that at all. But man, it was, you talking about a time, boy, what a time.
Wow.
What a time. What a time, man. You know, and from there, that really, you know, inspired me to travel more and to
get those experiences.
To be more open with other cultures, because I mean, first of all, I had to live amongst these people. Like we were living in the cities. We weren't living like some hideaway place or something. We were living amongst these
with
people.
The people.
So I really got that experience and really got that understanding of being open to other cultures, religion, foods, you know, ideas and things like that. And I think that's one of the biggest things to this day that's helping me be successful and succeed.
Yeah, and your creativity too, man, because you're exposed to all these different cultures. It gets you thinking differently, you know. It gets you empathizing with different religions, different customs, and I always say that you have to travel the world at least once, man.
You got to, bro.
You have to, because you need that perspective. You know, sometimes you come back from these trips and it's like you're a different person, honestly.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man. I me personally, like, I love the world. I've been to more countries than I have states, and if it wasn't for the pandemic, I probably still would be, you know, just back traveling overseas or something. Because man, going to Africa and Thailand and China, and you know what I mean, going to these places and look and seeing for myself like what it's like versus remembering what I learned in school, or just going off the narrative that, you know, America may portray on these countries and things like that. Because, you know, you have to understand, like, you know, we only see what they allow us to see. You know what I mean? We know who control the media. So just from that simple perspective, you have to know, like, they only showing me what they want me to see. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
And the content that you're consuming here is made by the people here.
Made by the people here, right.
Yeah, so you get their perspective from our perspective almost.
Right. But man, the world is beautiful. Beautiful. Like, and then our money stretches a lot further.
Long way.
So the life that people try to live and they spend years and years here struggling to live, it's like, really, if you took a plane trip with the money you make, you can really live that life. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So now you're not looking at things the same when you're in America. You're not competing with everybody. You're not feeling unsuccessful. You're not feeling, because you've seen real poverty. You know what I mean? And you've seen how bad it can get, and you've seen the money you make, how far it can go somewhere else. All it takes is you to just move. You have a blue passport, you can go almost anywhere in this world. Like,
yeah, basically.
Yeah, but people don't look at it like that. And I used to be people, and you know.
Yeah.
But
and it's one thing to do a Euro trip where everybody's kind of westernized, if you will. Yeah. But it's another different thing to go to Asia, to go to India, to go to Africa. Yeah,
and you have to. Different. Oh my God, man!
I'm sure the language barrier too is crazy.
Yeah. Each culture is like each culture is different. You just have to know it and understand it and know like there's more than one way to skin a cat. Like just because you grew up like this or you're doing this or you believe that doesn't mean like
that doesn't mean
that's the only
does.
way or everybody does, or people who don't, something wrong with them. Like it's not that at all. You know what I mean? You have to respect everybody for, you know, for who they are and what they do and what they believe in, and just you know, just see love at the end of the day. Like you can see genuine, you can see love no matter where they're from, who they is, and that's what carried me, you know, throughout all these countries and got me great relationships and everything. Like even if we couldn't talk, like we couldn't understand each other, like we might have did some sign language for like 5 minutes until somebody came, but we understood each other. And like I still got friends like that, you know what I mean? They're teaching me their language, I'm teaching them, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what it's all about. Like you can't deny energy. You know what I'm saying? We can be in the same room and just look at each other and we can feel like threatened, you can feel loved, you can feel like comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what it's about at the end of the day, like energy. And that's, you know, that's what moved me to the more spiritual realm of things, like, because I just experienced it. Nobody told me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you were
like,
there firsthand.
I went firsthand. I went to Jerusalem. I went to Israel, like, because like I said, I grew up in the church. So I wanted to, once I went to Iraq and went through the war and kind of seen some things like, wow, this is like, we doing this, and whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it, things that, you know, cause, and in America, we over here like, yeah, go U.S. Army. And over there, I'm like, damn, that was a kid, or like, damn, that was a pregnant lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we getting cheered on over here. So it's just like, I seen all the perspectives, bro. And I think, you know, people just need to travel more, man. They gotta travel
and just open their minds, man. Just open their minds to different culture, because not everybody has the same experience as you do. Right. You know, you have to respect that, because they're coming at the same life from a different angle, from a different perspective. Yeah. What was the best country? I wouldn't say best. Let's not word it that way. What's the most beautiful country you've been to? What's the
beautiful?
Yeah. Like the one that inspired you the most?
Greece.
Yeah?
Greece. Yeah. Greece is just all the beautiful water from one. I love water and I love palm trees. They, you know, their palm trees are a little bit different than ours, but and then just all like the ancient artifacts, and the people was just so like, oh my God, like if I can, like, they were just so liberal, I guess. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? And I love food.
Me too.
And everywhere I went in Greece, everything was fresh. Like, it was a garden attached to the restaurant. Wow. So when you order the salad, like, you can see them going to the garden, like, getting the romaine or getting the lettuce, like, and it was just that experience, you know what I'm saying, with the healthy food. So you can't help but to feel good. And you know what I mean? I already look good. So nah, for real though. I mean, you can already look good. So you can't help but to feel good. You looking good. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the most beautiful people, bro. Like Greece was dope. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of countries, I mean, Thailand is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like India is.
I want to go to Thailand.
India
too.
India is beautiful.
Oh man.
Super beautiful, bro. Like, you know, Dubai's beautiful when you're looking one way.
Yeah. You just put your blinders on.
Yeah, Dubai like DC. Like you look one way, you see the White House, you turn around, a bunch of homeless people and like ran down buildings. Like it's crazy.
It is what it is, man. Yeah, but their culture, their food, their just everything, man.
In Thailand?
No, India.
Oh yeah, India.
Yeah, India, dude. I've done a few Indian weddings, and just the color, the music, the welcoming. You know, everybody's so welcoming.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't help but to love that energy, and they have that for you, like. Everywhere, like they have that, especially, you know, a lot of times it'd be because you have a blue passport and they know you got money. They look at it like that. Oh, he must be having money or whatever. But, you know, a lot of times, you know, them people, you know, there's some genuine good people with a lot of love to give, man.
Yeah,
a lot
seriously.
of love to give. Yeah.
I think it's part of their culture too. Like they're
Yeah.
supposed to be welcoming
Yep.
and hospitable.
Yep, absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely, man. Like, I mean, people will be surprised, man. Like, I mean, everything that you can do here, you can do in all of these countries. And it's just like, you can probably do it more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you could do it more and just new experiences. And like,
I love when people say, "Oh, I love America because of their freedom." Well, all these other countries have
yeah,
freedoms
you got
too.
freedom.
Like,
they got freedom. They just ain't got money.
exactly. Yeah, they're not all locked up.
Right.
They can go out and yeah.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, man.
But of course, I want Amsterdam. Everybody wants to go to Amsterdam. Well, I don't really hear
Was that as good as people say it is?
Bro, Amsterdam. Amsterdam is that. Like, I went because of that. Like, I wanted to know, like, because back then, like Ludacris had a song out, like Red Light. Like, it was like the Red Light District was like the talk back then. But I don't hear it too much now. But back then, I went over there, and that's what it is. Like a whole 2-mile strip, and it's just girls in the window. And you just walking and looking at all these girls in the window and like, oh, I like you. I like you too.
It's like you're shopping.
I'm like, what in the hell?
Wow.
Coming from America, like.
That's crazy.
Coming from America, you know what I mean? It's gonna blow your mind. Like, what?
Like, we don't see stuff like that here.
Oh my God. And then if we do see it, we like, what?
What is that?
And this whole country being ran off. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro.
That's wild, man. So how long did you spend in Germany after you got out? Like how long did you tour? Like I know you were doing some gigs.
Well, I left Germany. Ultimately, I was in Germany, I think for 7 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 7 years. So, and then I left, and I went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, to finish out. Back. Yeah. I came back to the States to like finish my term and process out and everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but when I came to Fort Bragg, it was this the crazy thing. So they was like, okay, we're gonna send you to Bragg. Like you have less than like a year on your contract. But they sent me to Fort Bragg, and the unit they sent me to was going back to Iraq.
Oh no.
So bro, they sent me back to Iraq.
Get out of here.
I swear to God, like it was the craziest thing out, bro. I was so mad. Cause like me and a couple guys, like I kind of skipped the story. Like the one guy I met in Iraq, that was he was a guy like a part of the team, and then I met another guy in Iraq. He was also from Florida, but he was stationed in like Washington State, Fort Lewis. Wow. So we all like in those 8 months or whatever that we was together, we all was like, yo, we all in. Like, we're going to get out, the military, blah, blah, blah. Well, we didn't think about getting out at that time. Once we got back to Germany, we kept in contact with the guy in Washington. And we started doing gigs, and he was like, yo, we just need to get out. Let's get out. Let's make a team. So we all planned on getting out. Everybody was getting out that year, and I ended up getting deployed back to Iraq. And it was so crazy. Like I ended up getting
your plan.
Yeah, man. So I got deployed back for a year, and so it just prolonged my time getting out, bro.
Damn.
It was crazy.
But then when you got out, you came back here?
Well, when I got out, I moved to DC for a year. I had a friend because
you've been everywhere, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like, I want to see your map with all the places
bro. I'm telling you, like I used to keep something like that, like all the countries and cities. Spots. Yeah, I used to keep it, but I lost track of it. Like
it was too much.
Yeah,
you can't keep track anymore.
Yeah, man. I moved to DC, man, with one of my homeboys, because he was like, yo, he got a 6-figure job. He does IT, so he got out and he got a good job, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna just hold you down while you do the music thing. Like, I don't need you to work. We need you to like focus on the music. So we was like moving like that.
It's a hell of a friend.
Yeah. So he was like, giving me thousands of dollars a month just to like chill, do my music or whatever. But like, we was putting it to use. He
could see it.
Yeah.
Though. He could see the potential.
And I'm not an East Coast guy, I found out. So
yeah,
I was like, yo, this ain't it for me. I got to go back down south. So we was trying to figure out like how we're gonna get back to, down south. We didn't have a bunch of money. Like, what we gonna do? Like, how we gonna make this move? And my friend from Washington State, he had got out and he was like, yo, I can probably just go to Full Sail University. And we knew the military benefits. So if we go to college, the military in Florida, they'll pay for your housing allowance. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, okay, you sign up for Full Sail.
Is that part of the GI?
Yeah, part of the GI Bill. So it was like, you sign up for Full Sail, let them get you the apartment, and then we all come down.
Heck yeah.
And that's what we did.
Wow.
So that's what we did. And he went to Full Sail for entertainment business on a master's program.
Nice.
And his entire school project was our label. So it was like he had to come home. He had to basically start a label. And that's what we was already doing. We had an in-house producer. I was the artist. We had another person that was writing with me. We had a video, and he was doing videography work. So we basically just had everything we needed.
At Full Sail?
Yeah. So
my cousin went to Full Sail for film.
For real?
Yeah.
Dope.
That's a good spot, man.
Yeah, bro.
They got some good instructors there.
Oh yeah. Oh man, some of the best. You be like, you worked on what? Like you worked on the 007 movie, the Batman. Like they be. I'm
and
like,
he's sitting there teaching you.
Right. He teaching you everything. Like it's definitely beneficial. It's expensive as hell.
It's expensive.
Oh my God,
For
expensive.
Sure. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah, it's expensive as hell, but it ultimately helped us because we took ourselves through artist development. Like I really focused on being a MC, a master of ceremony. You know what I mean? Like I took time to focus on that. Like, the engineer took time focusing on being an engineer, and we just took our time like building. I used to watch interviews after interviews on YouTube, trying to learn like how to conduct myself during the interview, blase, stuff like this. Read books. Went to a lot of what they call those like conventions, music conventions or whatever, where you go and they have panels and people talking.
Yeah.
Did all of that, talent shows. So after he graduated from Full Sail, we was like, all right, now we got to go put this in play. So we moved to Atlanta. And once we moved to Atlanta, we went hard for we took 2 months to build our own studio in the house and stuff. And then we went hard for 6 months. I dropped the song. We went hard, participating in all the open mic nights, and because we still didn't have a big budget or nothing.
Yeah.
So we were trying to we were just trying to perform, get our name out. We was all the radio shows and stuff like that, and we was winning them. And it's the crazy thing, people gotta know, man, with these shows, and they be like, yeah, the first place gonna get a free studio time, 2 hours here, photo shoot, blah blah blah. We would win these talent shows and not get nothing. They wasn't giving out nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And we hadn't paid the money to be in some of the shows. They'll be like, oh, this is a Grand Hustle talent show, or this, because you're in Atlanta, or this is Street Execs, 2 Chainz them, you know what I mean? So it's packed out with artists. You feel what I'm saying? But
Atlanta's the Mecca.
But it was everything was either the artists that they picked, the people already knew the artists. Or they just didn't give out. They were just like, oh, the winner is this. And then the music get turned up loud and everybody starts scattering.
Bye.
Yeah, for real, bro. And then I did one, and I got to the radio station and they was like, yeah, distribution. And they was talking about this. And I'm like, yeah, this is perfect because this is what I need. And once I won that contest, I got to the radio station and the people, they were like, you still got to pay this amount and this amount. And it was thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to do. And I'm like, damn. So at that point, that's when I knew it didn't matter about your talent. You know what I'm saying? People don't care about your talent. This is a business.
Business first.
Yeah. And I've always been told that it's a business.
Yeah.
But it was still the art, the
you
the
as
artist
an artist
in me. Yeah, it was still me as the artist. My talent's gonna get me there. People gotta hear me. And it was no. So I wised up, and in the meantime, I was taking a contract job. I was back and forth overseas. Went to Dubai. I was working. That's where I met my wife. She was a flight attendant, and
in Dubai.
Yeah, she was a flight attendant in Dubai, and I was I was in Kuwait at the time, but when I flew to Dubai. And she was a flight attendant for Emirates Airlines. So they got like the best of the best of the best, everything.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like the flight I was on, it had a full bar,
Nice.
like a whole bar, like in the middle of the plane. And this was like, you know what I'm saying, years ago. So I'm like, now it's probably even crazier. Like the seats been laying down, big screen TV, 42 inch, 30 something inch in front of you. It was crazy, bro.
I've seen one that even has like a full shower, like a full standing shower in there. It's like,
bro,
what
it was. I was like,
is this?
what? They was serving food, like the food come out on like regular plates, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the chef come out with his hand behind it. It wasn't like the flight attendants don't serve the food. Like real chefs come out. I was like, oh, that's
like a cruise ship,
bro.
It's like a flying cruise ship,
bro.
Basically.
So I seen her like going to Dubai. She was on it. She was on the. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to see what that be about. And then like on the way coming back, she was on the flight. So I'm like, oh, whoa, hold on.
So you got to see her there and back.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's this.
That's
I know it's a sign, man. Let me go ahead and look. Call me. Please, like when we land or not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she ended up following through, and then found out she was from New York, and she was actually getting ready to move to Atlanta. And I was like, oh, I'm in Atlanta, blah blah blah.
That's perfect, man.
So when she moved to Atlanta, like we kicked it off, and like I said, at that time I was already in the mindset like I got to get serious about my finances, et cetera, et cetera. And she actually just helped accelerate that, because I'm like, now I got this girl I want. I got to be a man. Like, I can't, be out here broke. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want her looking at me like that, because just, you know what I mean? Like, so I got serious about finance, started enrolling in courses, started getting like searching different mentors and stuff, and found somebody that like I really meshed with.
I love it, man. It's just like the music. Like you just self-taught. Like you just went out and just absorbed all this information. Now you're doing it for your financial life.
Yeah, man.
That's
yeah, man. Nobody's gonna do it for you. And like, I'm glad I learned. No matter who you are, what you do, what you can bring. Like, if you're not providing, like, if nobody, people can't want it more than you. You gotta want it for yourself. I don't care what you think you want to do or who you think you want to be. If you don't want it, it's not gonna happen. Like, because nobody's gonna want it more than you. Like,
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I had to really learn that. And then I had to learn, like, we are in a financial system. So you got to have money to do anything. And anytime somebody give you money, it's like, what? They either want it back or they want you to do something crazy for it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody got money. Just here you go.
Just
like,
hand it out, yeah.
I mean, unless you're a stripper or something, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. Like, that's just the culture. Like, but shoot, man, like people gotta really, hone in on what they really, really want. You know what I mean? I talk to a lot of kids even now. Like I said, I got those financial courses and I ended up becoming a financial professional in Florida. And now I'm licensed in like 13 states. But
like a financial advisor?
Yeah.
That kind of thing?
Yeah. Like a financial advisor. So I got licensed because while I was studying, I was like learning some interesting things, like, wow, like, and I would be asking like my mama or my daddy or other, people that are older than me, did y'all know about this? Have y'all heard about this? Like, no. And I'm like, whoa.
Damn.
Hold on.
You're like teaching everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that inspired me. And then I realized, like, well, the license is only like $130, like.
And you already know everything you need to know.
Yeah, and I already know it. So I'm like, okay, so I can pay $130, get licensed, and get paid to teach, you know what I mean? Because I know people are going to want to learn this. Like, I'm actually making money. So I'm like, all right, got licensed. And that really, being a financial professional and advising people on finance, have like really pushed everything else in my life. Like, it sped it up 3 or 4 times, because what I learned, I was providing a service to people. You know what I'm saying? And like, I knew providing a service is like the way to like build wealth, or, you know what I mean? To actually, like, every wealthy person is providing a service to somebody. Yeah. But I didn't know that I was doing that until, in that moment. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I would go to a music conference or something, and people will be talking about music, but then they'll be like, okay, what do you do day to day? I'm like, oh, I'm a financial advisor. I do. And then they're like, okay, so what about this? Like, and they ask me questions, and I tell them that. man, here's my card. Talk to me. So it was like more people were like interested in talking to me and attracted to me more because of the financial mindset. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, whoa. And I mean, all from giving financial advice, I talked my way into my first short film. Wow. You know, like that I shot with a company called Canvas Media. We teamed up, and I met them at a music conference. And then like 4 months later, they was like, bro, we finally got the budget. Like, we about to shoot. Like, we want you down. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
And when they sent me the script and everything, they was like, you're gonna play this character called Bleak. I'm like, what? He's the main character. I'm like, y'all know I never acted before. Like, I ain't never, you know, I said I want to act. You feel what I'm saying? But they was like, no, you gonna kill it. And they were just real like motivational, real supportive, and they seen a lot in me that I didn't see in myself. Like, and man,
yeah, I mean, they casted you as the main guy. They
casted me as the main guy, bro. So, like,
yeah, they must have seen something,
bro, man. So
that's cool.
That was a dope experience. You know what I mean? Because we had a full set. Like, when people see this, they're not even gonna think like it's a short film. Like, because I mean, they had a crew of 12 people. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Movies, you know, they have hundreds of people and stuff, but still, bro, like this.
Yeah, the independent crews are
yeah, to be independent, because the independent crews are smaller, like a lot smaller. But bro,
you do what you can with what you have.
Just like that.
Oh,
bro.
That's awesome, man. Is that movie out anywhere?
It's still being edited.
Okay. So it's just recent.
Yeah. We shot this I actually shot it in February of this year.
Okay.
But no, in March of this year. But and like the people that shot it, they have over like 50 years experience, because the cinematographer, he worked with Warner before. He worked on like movies and stuff. And he just came to help these kids that he met. And he said that, you know, they were hungry, and he seen the, you know, spark in their eyes. So he was like, he'll do whatever. And they called him. He drove all the way up from like Fort Myers or something. So to you know, work on the film with him. So they had like professional people like doing everything. And they just, you know, my boy directed it. My boy Cam. Shout out Cam. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but, we got to keep an eye out for that.
Oh, man. Yeah. So that hopefully, you know, in the next 2 months. But like, you know, the director, like he get booked out for commercials, documentaries. He's in Colombia right now shooting a documentary. So like they was already in motion working. Yeah. So like this is kind of like a personal project. You feel what I'm saying? But hopefully, you know, it'll be done within the next couple months and we can put that thing out. Like, that's cool. I'm excited.
Do you know where it's gonna be? Is it gonna be on like a streaming platform, or is it?
Well, I know we got a Netflix. We got a Netflix Connect. We got a Amazon Connect. Okay. So, you know, I'm leaving that up to them basically to see like where they want to come.
Wherever they want to distribute it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be out there. I can't wait.
No, that's awesome, man.
I can't wait, bro.
Man, you're in everything.
Bro, everything. And right after that, I brought my book here.
I was gonna ask you about that. So that's when you got into the financial generational wealth. So that's a book. That's a book you wrote, right?
Right. So this is a book I wrote, Generational Wealth. Basically, everything that I be, you know, teaching people one-on-one, I basically kind of just consolidated it into an ebook and published it. It's on Amazon. I did the audio for it and everything.
Oh, you did the audiobook?
Yeah. Nice. So it's on Audible for the people that got, you know, that want to do it on the audio thing.
You got the voice for it.
I sure was. I was like, man. But listening back, you know, that was my first time ever, you know, narrating a book or whatever. But you know, I'm gonna get better, man. I'm definitely gonna get better. A lot of people like it. I think I just critique myself, like, you know, how we are.
You're your worst critic.
Yeah. But definitely go get that book, man. Generational Wealth by Trey Luther. Oh, that's my phone. Sorry, guys. But yeah, go get that book, Generational Wealth by Trey Luther. It's on Amazon.
Now.
It's on Kindle, on Audible. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're going to leave that one with me, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's for you, baby. That's for you.
You got to autograph it, too, bro.
I got you. Say no more. Say no more.
No, that's awesome, dude. So what out of all the things that you do, because you're a jack of all trades here, what what do you like the best? What do you enjoy the most? Is it the music, or is it the...
Honestly, bro, it's like like a lot. It's funny because like I think Preem recently he was like, yo, you like a Renaissance man, and nobody's ever said that. I never even thought about that. Like the way I look at it, work and life, it can't be like, you know how people try to find a work-life balance. I found that like to me it can't be on the opposite ends. Like it have to be on the same end of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Like your work and your life has to be the same. Like it can't.
It has to match.
Yeah, because if it doesn't, you're setting one of those up for failure. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like I'm doing a lot, but everything is like, this is my day-to-day life. Like my wife is a hairstylist. We have a salon. So of course I have a beard care line. You know what I mean? She has a hair care line, and I have to promote every day. I'm getting dressed every day. I like to just get dressed, whatever. So why not be promoting something? So to me, I don't feel like I'm doing any, like I like this more than this. When I'm doing music, I love music. That's my passion. Like I'm passionate, but I'm also finding out I'm passionate about generational wealth and building and teaching and, you know, showing people, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I love it all. And I don't feel too scattered because I'm here talking to you about, you know, because of music and things like that, but I'm also able to throw in about the real life things with the generational wealth, you know what I mean? And like have something else, another aspect to provide to people. Cause some people might not want to even listen to my music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not for everybody, but this is for everybody. Generational wealth, that don't have a color, don't have an age or whatever. That's for everybody and everybody needs it. You know what I mean? So I've always struggled with that. Like I used to, back, you know, when I told you about I was an artist before, like rapping and early on, I used to, you know, hardcore rap and talk about, you know, whatever stuff that I really wasn't doing at the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
talking about it.
Yeah, just talking about, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, and then, you know, started getting smarter and understanding there's more rhythmic radio stations than there are urban. So I need rhythmic music. So I started trying to get, you know, the singing and blah, blah, blah. And just struggled with that, like trying to, you know, be appeasing or appeal to a mass audience. And now it's like, I do music for me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who like it. I do it because I love it, bro. Like, if I never make any money from it, I'm going to always do music. Like, I'm going to always record music. I'm going to always put it out. I'm always do music. I love it. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't look at music no longer as like, as my scale like of success. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's just one aspect of it.
It's just one aspect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, of course I love music. I'm gonna try to do as best as I can in it, but I feel successful already in music. I feel successful, you know, in every aspect of my life. Yeah,
you're happy you found it.
Right.
And it's good to have a support system, man. It's good to have, because you said, like you said earlier, you kind of have to mesh your personal life and your business life. They kind of have to coexist almost. So it's good that you have that support system. Not only support system, bro. It sounds like she's your partner. Like,
oh yeah. Oh, she definitely.
Like
she
you guys
definitely
are in
my
this
partner.
shit together.
Yeah, she definitely my partner, bro. And I mean, no matter what it takes to get the job done, like we gonna get it done. You feel what I'm saying?
You figure it out.
Like I'm gonna tell you a story, bro. She probably be mad for me to tell you a story, bro. But so I was trying to figure out, like, you know, back then, like, why, you know, all of our clothes, everything come from China, et cetera, before I went to China. And her and I was already together. And I was like, man, I gotta go to China. Like, I gotta see for myself. That's just how I always been or whatever. She was like, yo, you should download Tinder and swipe in China and meet a girl and then like tell her you're gonna come see her, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, like,
that's your girl saying.
Yeah, that's my girl. Like, so I'm like, yo, like, I don't know if she playing, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause she never went there. I'm like, this is a test.
It's a test.
And then she was like, nah. She was like, do it. She was like, and just go. She's like, go do your thing. I'm gonna trust you to go do your thing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. But I did it, and that's, you know, that's how I ended up getting to China the first time. Wow. And ended up finding her like a hair plug. Ended up finding her different things that we can benefit, because I, you know, doing stuff in the street and stuff like that. But like beauty industry money is a whole nother level.
That's a whole different game.
It's a whole nother level. So, you know, once I seen she was all in, I was like, I'm all in with like whatever we got to do, however we got to get it. you know, and from that moment I was like, okay, she's a real one. I know this is my partner. This is the person I know I want to be with, because she wasn't being emotional in the moment. You know, all women, I feel emotional or whatever, but in the moment she wasn't being emotional. She was thinking logic, and
a lot of the times they think of themselves too. It's like you're gonna be out here doing all this stuff. What about me? You know, it's like, you're gonna leave me by myself at the house, not with 2 kids. You know, that's kind of where the friction begins. But it sounds like you guys are on the same page, bro.
Man, I love it, bro. I like that's the best. Like, she the best thing that ever could happen.
That's awesome.
Because she helped me save money. You know what I mean? Like, before you making money and I'm doing all this traveling, I'm spending money, having fun, but you got a partner, you know, you got a goal or whatever, and now you like making money and you like, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I
can't do twice about it.
Yeah, man. So she helped me in like all aspects of like where I felt like as a man I was weak. You know what I'm saying? So she just helped me.
You needed that other half.
Man, I needed that other half. And I tell anybody, like, even before my friends will tell you, I always felt like women need men and men need women to like obtain their maximum potential in life. You feel what I'm saying? People will beg to differ, but that's how
everybody has different experiences. So obviously they're gonna call it their personal experience. But
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So you're talking to a divorced guy here. I've gone through some shit, bro.
So, one time divorce?
Yeah.
After how many years?
10 years.
Damn. See, I ain't made it to 10 years, so maybe I'm, maybe I'm talking
don't.
Am I talking?
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. You guys got a good thing going.
No, man. Yeah. Did what was it? Just too early? Like, did you get married early?
We got married way too early.
How?
Yeah, we had the 2 kids. It was in our early 20s.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was like 19, 20, 21.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was way too soon.
I can understand that. Then I can definitely understand that. I see that more often.
I'm sure if the perfect one is out there, it'll eventually happen. But
oh yeah,
I'm not even worried about it, man.
But that's when you find it.
Yeah.
That's
when you stop looking.
When I met her, I was dating somebody like not even a year before that, and I was like, yo, I am done. Like I ain't with this. Like, I'm this ain't for me right now.
And then that's when a diamond pops out.
And that's when it happened, bro. On God, like I'm telling you, like so.
Damn. All right.
Be careful, bro. Be careful.
Right.
Nah. Just be open. Just be open-minded for it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna be against it, but
yeah,
if anybody's out there, I'm just kidding.
Man, y'all get with my
BlueBox
dog.
Dating.
Anybody, y'all get with my dog, man. I'm telling you.
So what's next for you, man? What's coming up for?
So this is actually the first time I'm about to announce this. A couple weeks ago, I signed with a company called SS Entertainment, who's distributed by Universal Music Group.
Congrats, bro.
So just finally got my first major distribution deal.
Hell yeah.
And we're scheduled to release on July the 1st. My single is going to be called Took My Soul. It's featuring Dante Most. I think he's from Brandon, Tampa area, whatever. Yeah, man, but he's a dope artist, bro. Dope artist.
You guys did a collab?
Yeah, we did a collab. I had the song done because I lost a cousin who's like a brother to me a couple years ago, and I kind of like had the song done, but I just been sitting on it because I'm like, it's missing this piece, and then Preem actually introduced me to Dante, so shout out Pusha Preem, boy. Preem done put me in the game on a lot of things here in Tampa. When I moved to Tampa, this girl named Peanut Butter, she has a selfie studio. Her and her mom has a selfie studio down in Ybor. Me and my wife went in just looking around, trying to, get familiar with the city, and she was like, you remind me of somebody. Like, I should introduce you to somebody. And Symphonic, shout out Symphonic, they had a conference, or what was it? Like a music conference.
Yeah.
And that night, Preem, Peanut Butter introduced me to Preem, And then from there, me and Preem's been like this. Like, he's prior military, I'm prior military, and he's put me around some dope artists in Tampa.
Preem is all about networking, bro. And that's why I love Preem, and that's why you and I hooked up.
Right. Me and you met through Preem, man. Again, shout out Preem, man. Pusha Preem. If y'all don't know him, please, y'all go stream his music. Look him up. Bro got a dope story. He's a genuine dude, man. He has a beautiful family. His family and my family are real close now. But yeah, genuine dude, too, man. Yeah, he's a father too.
Yeah, he was on here. His episode is, I think, like episode 12.
Yeah. I looked at that. Yeah, Preem was on here as well. Like, yeah, man. Good dude, man. So Preem introduced me to Dante, and I heard Dante's music, and I'm like, I like your voice. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, your voice would be perfect on this. And when he heard it, he was like, yo, it's a done deal. So I booked a session, and he pulled up. He did his thing, and I was like, whoa, this the one. So
that's it.
That's coming. Took My Soul featuring Dante Mose.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And also don't forget to go to Smoke1Hunit.com. Everything is Smoke1Hunit. I made it real easy for.
I was just gonna ask you, where can people find your stuff?
Yeah, y'all can find me at Smoke1Hunit.com. Smoke1Hunit.com. SMOKE, the number 1, HUNIT.com. And that'll, that's the hub. From there, if you want YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever you want, you'll be able to see it from there. But that's the hub, man.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
And then your book too, bro.
The book, don't forget,
Generational
Wealth. Make sure y'all go cop that by Trey Luther. It is on Amazon. It's on Kindle. It's on Audible. All that, man.
On Audible.
Yeah, it's on Audible, man. We talking generational wealth. We teaching you about insurance. Poor people use life insurance for the death benefit. Rich people use life insurance to create their own banks. That's what we doing.
Boom.
That's what we talking about. If you want to learn how to create your own bank and not need to borrow money from other banks at high interest rates, et cetera, get with me. Life insurance. We need life insurance. I tell people this all the time too. If more, especially in my community, in our culture, if more brothers had life insurance, it'd be a lot less killings. It'd be a lot less. It'd be a lot less wrongful deaths, because those insurance companies hate paying out, bro.
Yeah, they do.
They hate paying out, and they gonna investigate until something changes. Because if every time somebody die, which we die a lot in our community, imagine how much money would be pouring into the community.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Big time.
They'll be like, let them live.
Yeah,
leave them alone. But because
Black lives do matter.
Right? Black lives matter. Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, Black lives do matter. Everybody go. No, for real, man. Wow. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's serious. Just think about it, man. Use your common sense. Use your common sense, man. Please use your common sense. We are in a financial system. A lot of people go to college and spend all this money to be things and try to do things that they say, because it makes a lot of money. They're not passionate about it. If all you want is money, learn money. Learn the financial system. If you want to have money and that's all you want, just learn the financial system. Then you can do whatever you want from there. Mm-hmm. Because
then it doesn't matter what you do.
It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Because it is a system, man. And if you don't learn it, then you're just going to be like, I'm just going to keep doing the same things over and over, because you're not educating yourself. And the laws in this are constantly changing. Everything is constantly changing. I had a rant earlier, bro, thinking about, because one of my guys hit me up and he was like, man, my Robinhood is like trash right now, bro, blah, blah, blah.
Because the market's crashing.
Because the market is going down. But last year he hit me up about stocks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, you got life insurance. Get life insurance. Because
that's more important.
It's more important. And it's like, it's making you money. And when the stock market crash, you don't lose any money.
None of it.
So he put all his money over there and I put my money over here. And I'm like, bro, I literally told you this. Now he's like, I got to get a policy. He hit me up. He want a policy, whatever. But I was trying to tell him that a year ago. Some people I was trying to tell that 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is going to go up. It's going to go up and down. It's okay to take risk and gamble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still do it. I do it too. But at the same time, you got to have that for sure. Something for sure. if nothing else fails, at 60 years old, I'm gonna have my 1.5 million. My wife gonna have her 1.5 million. Guaranteed. Like it's in black and white. I'm contracted with some of the biggest companies. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure
they're gonna be around.
Man, come on, man. I'm gonna have my millions, man. I'm gonna have my millions, and that's what it's about, because things are only getting more expensive. They're not gonna be like, okay, we're sorry, we're gonna go back to
the prices.
Let's lower the prices for these guys. Like, they're not finna do that, man. And
that's why I tell people gas prices ain't coming down. No. Even if the barrel of oil comes down, those gas prices are not going anywhere.
They're gonna give everybody a raise, and and everybody gonna think like, okay, we back, we back on the even playing field, and that's all. That's all y'all care about, is being on the even playing field.
That's it.
Not knowing you literally one electric outage from, you know what I'm saying, from losing it all, man. It's like, I'm telling you, they're talking about in Texas, them electrical power grids going out. There's so much stuff going on, man. Like,
it's wild, man.
Keep you some cash on hand, guys.
Have a backup plan.
Keep you some cash to the side. You know what I'm saying? Don't put everything in the banks or whatever, because if power go down, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Food crisis.
Your e-wallet ain't gonna be available.
You ain't gonna be able to pay with your phone, and none of that, man. None of that, bro. Like, people got to start getting serious about they life, the life that they want. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at with it, and life is so much better because you can easily see the people who aren't, and then you just avoid them people. Like, it ain't no
change course.
It ain't like I'm better than you or nothing. It's just, okay, you on what I'm not. And just go this way.
Yeah, and that's okay.
That's fine. Totally fine.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure you happy whatever you're doing. I'm excited, where I'm at. So it's like, and that's just where I'm at with it, man. And life is great, man. My boy's getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, business is booming. From the financial to the hair salon and the hair products. We're about to launch a skincare for men and women in the fall of this year.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
Dibble
bro.
dabble.
Dibble dabble, bro. So we can free up, like we're trying to go more online versus having to have like an actual salon
physical
to work in.
place.
Yeah. So we going more online with the products and everything, and now we can, we have more time to travel and do the music, and
more time, more control.
Yeah. For sure. So
that's awesome, man. Well, I have a way for our listeners to get your book for free, and you still get paid, man.
Oh, really?
We're actually sponsored today by Audible. So if you head over to audible.blueboxdigital.com, you get one free audiobook with your 30-day free trial. It could be Generational Wealth here by Trey Luther. So, and then you can actually keep the book even if you decide to cancel the trial. So head over to audible.blueboxdigital.com, sign up there, get your free audiobook, and get you some generational wealth. Set yourself up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Well, that's awesome, man. I think it's been over an hour now.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun, dude.
Yeah, man. Time flies. It's been an hour for real?
Yeah.
Jeez. Damn.
Yeah, this is fun, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you having me on your show, dog.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming by.
Let me express and, promote and all
for sure.
that. And build with your audience and everything. And
we're building together, man.
Yeah.
I believe that this platform it's eventually going to be something major in the city. And, and you were here, man. You were here on the ground floor. So.
Yeah, I'm always be here, man. Anytime, bro.
Yeah,
anytime.
I appreciate it, man.
You got my word.
Are you in like around the Tampa Bay area now, or you still moving around?
No. I'm locked in here in Tampa now. That's why I'm moving around more in Tampa.
Gotcha.
Everything's kind of set up. Family's good and all of that. So now I can move around and my mind is free. Yeah, I'm gonna start, getting on some shows. Actually, I'll be getting with Preem soon, and probably be hopping on a couple shows that he got coming up, and just kind of get my name, and then, moving throughout the city or throughout the state, getting more shows. I still got connections in Atlanta, so I'll be back, between here and Atlanta, getting
That's
things
close
done.
enough.
Yeah.
This is within driving distance.
No, I ain't. Hey, man, I ain't doing no driving, bro. I used to love to drive. Like, I ain't doing no driving, bro. Man, I'm gonna hop on a plane.
That's like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, from here, probably about a 6-hour drive. I used to love it, man. But I don't know. It's like something just changed. Like, and now it's like I ain't driving.
Time is money, man. Yeah.
Something I don't know.
Until they have self-driving cars, those 6 hours are like wasted almost.
Right.
It's like you feel so unproductive just sitting in a car for 6 hours.
I'm telling you.
Or on a plane, you could be working. And
right. You still might. Sometimes you still might be 6 hours in an airport or plane, but it just feel.
Yeah.
It feel different.
Yeah, it's different. You're not in control of where you're going, so
right.
it's kind of like you just let them do that and then you do your thing.
Less stress on your body, like all that matters, man.
Dude, traveling like an all-day travel day is exhausting, bro.
I'm telling you,
like going through those airport security lines is no joke.
Yeah, man. That's why you got to get clear or what they call it, clear.
Yeah, that card, whatever. The TSA clear.
Yeah. They line fastest. I'm talking about the fastest. It's another one. The TSA got one, but Clear I think is separate.
Is it separate?
Yeah, it's like a separate company from them, and there's like, bro, you can show up 30 minutes before the flight and get through. Like, whoa, I'm telling you, like they kind of expensive. I think they like maybe $100 to $200 now for the year or something. But
if you travel a lot,
if you travel, it's worth it. It's worth it. Definitely worth it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna end it there. Thanks again for coming by, bro.
Yeah,
and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks again.
I'll be back.
Yeah. And for us, it's going to be BlueBox Podcast. We're actually on Instagram and on TikTok. We post 60-second highlights from the podcast on there. We have YouTube, our YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.blueboxdigital.com to check out the video version of the podcast there. And like I said, we're actually sponsored today by Audible and a few other sponsors. So if you want to support the show, just head down to the links in the description here. And I'm going to put them all on there so you can, there's multiple ways to support the show. So if you want to get some merch, there's some merch, BlueBox merch out there now.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
The BlueBox merch?
Yeah, we're selling shirts and hats and stickers, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to support the show, head over there, shop.blueboxdigital.com. And
shop with your boy, man. Anybody that support me, support my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? He brought me in.
Support the platform,
Please, man, support his platform. Look at his past interviews, all of that.
And we're only going up from here. So, and if you want to be on the show, if you have a story, you want to be sitting here chatting it up with me, just reach out, DM me. info@blueboxdigital.com is the email. And I think I've already said enough links.
Smoke1Hunit.com, man. Smoke1Hunit.com.
That's the important one.
Took My Soul featuring Dante Most. Be on the lookout for that. You can go right now. It is out. Go ahead. Give me a stream. Give me a share. Give me a holler. 100.
And with that, we're going to see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.